Hey guys, how y'all doing today? My name is Franchise Fanatic and welcome back to the channel. And today, if you guys, there's another Star Wars related video. Yes, I'm wearing my Last Jedi shirt. And yes, we are just about 15 at the time of filming this. 15, the time you're seeing this, probably in the morning when I post it. It'll be around 14 days, essentially 2 weeks, basically, until Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga comes out. So to kind of do that, I'm going to be watching all 12, and I know the Skywalker Saga is only episode 1 and 9, but I'm going to be watching the Clone Wars movie, Solo, and Rogue One as well, and I'm probably going to be reviewing them, so look out for that soon. I've also got a big, massive Hobbit Lord of the Rings series coming up soon. I have a few things coming in the mail, so look out for all that stuff's coming up. And anyway, today's video is going to be about Rey Palpatine, or specifically Rey Skywalker. So, and essentially why Rey is one of my favorite Star Wars characters, or favorite characters in all of fiction. And I think a lot of people, are immediately going to click off and say, "Oh, Rey's a Mary Sue." She's not, objectively. "Oh, Rey is a horrible written character." She's not. I guess that's more subjective, but I like to think it's not, but whatever. So I'm just going to get this out of the way. If you think Rey's a Mary Sue, please leave. You just go. You know what I mean? Like, you don't, you're wrong, but, there's no point in watching me talk about why I love Rey if you're going to hate on her so much. Mostly people that say Rey is horrible and, like, really, you don't have to think Rey is the best character ever. I don't even think that. But she's not bad. A lot of people online, especially on Twitter, the trolls, they go, "Oh, Rey. You know what I mean? Look, they're just either sexist or they're just freaking idiots or they're oblivious. I don't know, they're dumb. But this is going to be why I think she's a great character. And one of the reasons is her flaws. A lot of people think Rey is a perfect character, and she's quite clearly not. Okay, I'm not going to list everything. I'm not going to make a 6-hour-long video, but some of the things that I really think are cool about Rey's character is that she is flawed. Yes, she doesn't lose a friggin' arm or a leg or whatever like Anakin and Luke, but, you don't need to lose an extremity to be a flawed character. Rey suffers just as much, if not a little bit more, than Luke. Not as much as Anakin, but, Rey still does suffer. And really, when you see Rey in The Force Awakens, she is not Rey Palpatine or Rey Skywalker. She's just Rey. You see her on Jakku. She's cleaning all this stuff for Unkar Plutt. She wants to belong. That's the part of Rey that's really cool. She wants to belong to someone special. She doesn't just want to belong. She knows in her gut that she belongs to someone important and vital to the galaxy. However, she kind of doesn't. So one of the things is that Rey's in denial. Because Maz Kanata literally tells her on Takodana in the same friggin' movie, hey, the person, the longing you seek is not in front of you or not behind you, it's ahead. And even, in The Last Jedi and, future films of Rise of Skywalker, you see Rey literally admit that she's a nobody, or that she's, no one is coming to get her. So she's in denial. She's like, "Oh, my parents will be back one day, don't worry." She says to BB-8, The Force Awakens, and that's not true. She knows they're not coming back, because when Maz tells her that, she cries. So, Rey's in denial. Also, she's kind of just, in The Force Awakens, she's kind of, like I said, not only in denial, but she's, I guess throughout the whole trilogy, really it's The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi, but, she has all those moments of, in The Force Awakens, for example, when she touches Anakin's lightsaber and Luke's lightsaber, she immediately gets these visions of Kylo killing everyone at Luke's temple that we see in the Book of Boba Fett and in The Last Jedi. And we see her literally touch the lightsaber and she bolts. She just steps off out of there. She's like, "I'm gone," and she's like, "I don't want anything to do with this," So Rey's literally choosing not, if Rey was a perfect character, if she was a Mary Sue, she wouldn't be afraid of anything, So she is in denial, she runs away, and she also runs away in The Rise of Skywalker, where we see her, in that film, but I'll get to that in a minute. Another big flaw of Rey is that she wants to belong to somewhere so much that she seeks a father figure in Han and a mother figure in Leia. Han dies, so she goes to Luke. "Oh, well, Luke, everyone loves Luke. Surely he'll be awesome." And then he goes, "Phew." And Luke Skywalker is, without a doubt, my favorite character in fiction, but that's another video. Luke is going through his own little thing at this time, and, Rey's like, "All right, well, you're freaking useless. I'm going to go to Kylo Ren, Ben Solo," which is another, before they were even known as a dyad, and the dyad did form in The Force Awakens during the interrogation scene on Starkiller Base. However, they don't really know that. So they're starting to get these kind of connections, and you see Rey kind of go, okay, well, if Luke's not here, and Han's not here, I guess I'll go to Ben, because he's the last freaking guy I need to talk to right now. And they're kind of having these almost romantic, kind of friendship bonds that are happening, and, Ben's like, all right, maybe she's not that different than me, and Rey thinks the same way. And, one, she's in cahoots with the enemy. You know, literally Kylo Ren, I know some people go, oh, he's not a villain. He's a villain. He murders people, alright? I know he's not horrible, like Vader or Palpatine, but he is a bad guy. And we see, you know, Rey starts to kind of trust him, so that in The Last Jedi, after he kills Snoke and they kill the Praetorian Guards, Kylo says to Rey, you're nobody. You're nothing. You're nothing at all. But not to me. And this is when all the people in the world, oh my god, it's a retcon! It's not a retcon. Maybe it was during the directors, but in canon, it's not really a retcon. They didn't go, oh, well, actually, this happened. Forget about that. You know, they didn't do that. So, in The Last Jedi, when Kylo Ren tells Rey, you're a nobody, he is straight up, and this is confirmed canon, in the book I read, Skywalker Family at War, that I reviewed a while ago, Kylo says to Rey, you're nobody, you're nothing, but not to me. Kylo's not an idiot. He's taking advantage of Rey's emotional state of mind. Because when he says not to me, she looks up, and she's like, maybe you are the person I'm looking, you know, maybe I can trust you after all. And, you know, we do find out that Kylo is literally lying to her. There was no, oh, you're a nobody, just kidding, you're a Palpatine. She was always a Palpatine, but she was also always a nobody. It's like that middle ground type thing. And he says in The Rise of Skywalker, you know, you were nobody because they chose to be and all that stuff. So you kind of get that element in there in Episode 9. But in 8, you know, she literally goes to the enemy, and she's getting all these mixed messages, kind of like Finn is. And, you know, because Luke is like, all right, well, the Jedi Order needs to die. He's wrong. You know what I mean? The Jedi Order does not need to die. Kylo Ren's message of the film is let the past die, kill it if you have to. Let the past die, kill it if you have to. You know, that. And we see that element in there where Rey's like, huh, maybe this guy's got some pointers, you know? And then, of course, she F's off and he leaves. But, and then The Rise of Skywalker happens, and she finds out not only, hey, Rey, you're a nobody. She also finds out the worst information, even worse than you're nothing special, because she always wanted to be something special. Right? That breaks her emotionally. She then hears, hey, by the way, you're a motherfudging Palpatine. That freaking breaks her. Because what does she do after that? She poops on over to Ahch-To, where Luke was trying to hide out the rest of his days, and says, look, I'm Palpatine. I thought I just killed my friend Chewbacca. I'm out of here. I'm doing what you did. I'm staying on this island, and I'm here for the rest of my life. And Luke, upon learning his lesson from the previous film, says, no, I was wrong. Don't do that. Rise up from your failure. Don't revel in it. And Rey goes, oh, okay, I guess you're right. She heals Ben, she goes to Exegol, and then she saves the galaxy along with the rest of the Jedi and Ben. So, yeah, she's a really effed up and flawed character, you know. People that saying that she's a Mary Sue or that she's perfect clearly don't understand film, character progression, or just Star Wars in general, and they know it, and they just don't want to admit they're wrong. I mean, or they're just stupid, one of the two, I don't know. But upon Rey's strengths, oh, how come Rey can swim? I don't know, because first of all, there's one scene in The Last Jedi where Rey's freaking falling into the dark side hole on Ahch-To, and she swims, right? And people, oh my god, they had a freaking conniption. They had mini strokes. They're like, Rey can't swim. She was born on Jakku. It's a desert. They literally freaked out. And, you know, first of all, you think Rey is going to effing die in the middle of a trilogy because she drowns to death? Are you stupid? Second, by the way, she barely fell in the water. She literally goes like this, and then she immediately just doggy paddles and goes on the side. So she clearly is not, you know, an expert swimmer. Although Rey is a strong, capable woman, even at 23, she's athletic. She grew up on Jakku, where she had to literally beat up people with a friggin' stick to live and survive. So of course she's nimble. Of course she can do all these crazy rolls and all that. Plus she has the Force, the dyad and all that. But, you know, even before that dyad was even a thing, when she was just Rey Nobody on Jakku in The Force Awakens, she was able to do all this stuff. Not because she's magical or because Kathleen Kennedy has some weird-ass agenda. It's because she's capable, because she can do those things. It's just that easy. In canon, it's explained that she trained, she piloted, you know, ships. She did little training things when she was a little girl. You know, even before the Force, she's just capable of doing these things. You know what I mean? People freak out when, you know, Rey pilots the Millennium Falcon, or when she, I don't know, freaking grabs a lightsaber with the Force. But no one cares when Anakin at age 9 blew up a whole Trade Federation ship. Or no one cares when Luke Skywalker blew up the Death Star in A New Hope. Well, that's fine, because they're men. You know what I mean? Oh, but they're males. But Rey's a female. So everything she does is really weird and bad. That's how these people think. And it's, like I said in the beginning of the video, objectively wrong. But people, just, again, they don't apply logic to film. Well, instead of going, Rey can't swim, think, wait a minute, why can't she swim? Oh, okay, she's athletic. We've already proved that. Oh, she's not going to effing drown to death in a movie. Most people that drown are scared to swim, and they drown out of fear. Rey is very capable, and she's not really afraid of much because she grew up doing this crazy shit her whole life on Jakku. So she's not going to freak out and drown in the second of a trilogy. Come on. You know what I mean? And then, of course, you know, her other strengths, so she's good with the Force and all that. But really, it's her strength of wanting to belong. Okay, A, she wants to belong. B, she finds out she's a nobody. That destroys her. And C, she finds out she's the granddaughter to the evil, whatever. She's related to the most evil man ever in the galaxy, Sheev Palpatine. So, yes, Rey does emotionally struggle. Does she lose an arm? No. But, again, that doesn't mean anything. You know what I mean? Yeah, Anakin and Luke lost arms, but Luke had a lot of trauma. Anakin had a butt-ton of trauma. And Rey had a lot of trauma as well. So, and of course, you know, she is a Rey Palpatine, and then the end of The Rise of Skywalker, she chooses the name Rey Skywalker. Again, this is my last point, but she is not, okay, people are, like I said, you know it, people are completely, just they're airheads and they're completely stupid online, all right? We've already proved that 10 times in this video. Plus, you should just know that already. But, again, people don't apply logic and thought to Star Wars. Whenever they see Rey, they immediately go, like I said, female bad. You know, it's like Trump, orange man bad, you know, whatever. It's the same thing. So, with all of this stuff going on, you know, Rey literally doesn't say, oh, I'm going to choose the name Skywalker, and, you know, it's not adoption or it's not name fraud, because I read somewhere on some jackass was like, oh, she stole the name! It's fraud! It's like, dude, no, she didn't commit name fraud, you idiot. You know, like, you really believe that? Like, you're insane. First of all, she chooses the name Rey Skywalker because she is allowed to choose the name Skywalker. Remember that scene in the end where she's on Tatooine, she buries the lightsabers, which is another fantastic scene? I'll get to that in a minute. And the old woman asks, who are you? She goes, Rey. Rey who? Rey Skywalker. She looks over in the distance and sees Force Ghost or Force whatever, Luke and Leia, and they literally freaking nod and smile to her. Therefore, in movie logic, again, people that don't understand this don't understand filmmaking, them nodding and smiling is literally giving them approval for Rey to use the name. Like, Luke and Leia Skywalker gave her the freaking permission to use the name. And not only is that a great thing, it's not only passing the torch, Rey Skywalker is now, you know, the ultimate beacon of hope in the galaxy for many other, you know, Jedi to come, Broom Boy, whatever, Metachlorians, all that crap. But going back to the lightsaber burying, a lot of people also had a problem. They go, oh, well, of course, Rey buries the lightsabers on Tatooine, the planet where everything is effed up and wrong. First of all, no. Anakin, when he says in Attack of the Clones, I don't like sand, he doesn't, first of all, he doesn't mean I don't like the actual, like, grain, like, the actual, like, molecule baby bits of sand. He means Anakin didn't like growing up on Tatooine because, you know, it was effed up. You know what I mean? His mom died there, slavery, you know, the whole 9 yards. And Rey burying the lightsaber, and Luke had the same problems, but Rey burying the lightsaber on Tatooine is not an insult to Anakin and Luke saying, you guys, this planet really fucked you up, huh? Well, I'm going to bury this here. Screw you. That's not what happened. Rey burying the lightsaber on Tatooine is signifying a rebirth to the Skywalker name. Again, this is not hard to comprehend if you understand film. So going with all of that, okay, when you bury this lightsaber, Rey is essentially like christening the land. She's bringing a new hope to Tatooine, the planet where Anakin and Luke literally suffered at. Rey is able to bring peace back to that planet and start anew, in name and in action. It's just freaking it's beautiful filmmaking, and people that, oh my god, it's horrible, they don't understand. Like I said, I don't mean to sound like a dickhead, but I'm being honest. They don't understand film or logic or Star Wars, and they claim they do, you know, or they're just trolling online because I guess it's fun to hate the sequels. But, you know, I do have problems with the prequels, mainly writing and acting, but everything in the prequels is fine, and the originals and the sequels. And that's why Rey Skywalker is one of my favorite characters in all of fiction. Again, she's heavily flawed for many reasons, and she's also a great person. She's just a nice person, you know what I mean? She's a good character. Yes, Daisy Ridley's hot. Rey's sexy, we know that. But upon, you know, going past the looks of Rey, her actions and her character motivations are freaking awesome, and I think it's going to be really cool to see if Disney Plus, or, you know, a future, you know, Lucasfilm production goes into detail on Rey, you know, Rey Skywalker, whatever, Palpatine, I know, whatever. Or, you know, goes into further, you know, kind of, adventures in her life. And I'm going to have a video soon about Kylo Ren Ben Solo, also coming up soon. So if you like this Rey video, make sure to drop a like. Again, a lot of people are hating Rey. I think, again, 99% of the haters, again, are just either sexist or they just don't want to understand it, or just don't have the brain cells to understand Star Wars filmmaking. Again, it's not really hard. But I'm also going to, if you want me to do a video on Han Solo or Luke in the originals and the sequels, or Anakin, if you want me to cover a certain character and why I love them so much, please just write in the comments of this video. I can't wait to do more. Again, I'm going to be doing a Kylo Ren Ben Solo video soon. Not my voice, but me talking about him. Kind of similar to this video. Anyway, I think Rey Skywalker is a fantastic character. She is, again, objectively not a Mary Sue. And I think that, look, you don't have to love her. You don't have to think she's the best. Again, I don't think she's the best, but she's one of the best in my eyes. But, that's one of the main... I could go on forever, I can make this video 15 times longer talking about Rey alone, but I'm not. These are the basic, gists and the basic understandings of why I think Rey is flawed, but a great character. And, I can't wait to do more of them. So, again, I'll cover Ben, I'll cover Luke. Again, if you want me to cover a specific character from anything Star Wars canon, make sure to leave a comment down below. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys, and we'll see you in the next video.